Hi there, and welcome to this month's edition of Strategy with Spirit, where we leverage the undefeatable laws of nature to help us become more effective difference makers, social entrepreneurs, and change makers. I'm Nicola Grace, the Mission Mentor. This month's e-zine is on how to create a better life for yourself and all the world, making a big difference today, and I mean today, leveraging the law of mind, periodicity, and growth. We're going to get really practical and follow a strategy with the spiritual laws of manifestation, specifically the law of mind, periodicity, and the law of growth. Now, with the US government shutdown, which will have a ripple effect around the world, the problems in Syria, and I don't need to remind you of all that scary stuff that's going on in the world today, it's time we, the people, applied our hearts, talents, and abilities to make some big changes. And I'm going to show you how to plant the seed to do that today in this video, again, using the laws of mind, periodicity, and growth. So not only are you going to learn about creating better outcomes in your life using these laws, you're also going to be creating a better world at the same time. So that's huge leverage for us today. Well, in this video, I'm on a mission to create a better world with you today, so we can all live in peace and get on with having a happy life on purpose. Now, this is a practical e-zine edition of Strategy with Spirit. It's not like the ones I've done before. We're workshopping here. It's going to be practical. So be prepared to do some stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and also you're going to make a big difference. So here's what we're going to do. Firstly, you're going to learn the law of mind and the law of periodicity, how to use that to create a better life and a better world. And then we're going to learn about how the law of growth can help us make that better world and better life happen. We'll create a mind map of our vision, and if you haven't all heard of mind mapping, I'll explain that in just a moment. We're going to turn that vision into a mind map vision board. Then we're going to make the images into a movie so we can make those images move. And we're going to apply the law of mind, periodicity, and growth to collectively bring this vision into manifestation and make this vision go viral again, so we can bring it into manifestation fast. Because the more of us that are doing this, the better this works. And let me show you why. So in the previous Strategy with Spirit e-zines, I've talked a lot about the law of mind and how our mind works to bring things into materialization. And you can see those videos in the links below if you want to remind yourself of how the law of mind works. I'm only going to briefly recap here. So remember, our mind is made up of a conscious, a subconscious, a superconscious, and universal conscious and collective consciousness. It's through our subconscious mind that we can connect to both the superconscious and collective consciousness. Now, that bit of information is critical to understand here, because it's the aspect of the law of mind we're going to use today to create a better world. So I'm going to say it again in case you missed it. It's through our subconscious mind that we can connect to both the superconscious and collective conscious. Well, that means we have the ability to contact the super or collective consciousness because it lies within our own mind. I'm going to teach you the very first step on mastering affecting collective consciousness today, so stay tuned with me. So our brain is the interface then between our subconscious mind and the world, and we need both of our brain and mind on board in order to materialize anything into existence. Now, to materialize or bring anything into being, we need to think a thought often enough to create electromagnetism in the neuron net of our brain that then magnifies to us the very thoughts we think at the precise moment our subconscious mind agrees. Now, to apply this to create a better world or a life, we can manifest the change the instant the collective consciousness agrees with us. So to be an effective change maker then, we need to be able to influence positively the collective consciousness, because that's where things begin to change in the world. And media already does this. And now it's the heart-centered change maker's turn to use this ability to create a better world. Now, the law of periodicity. This is a law that governs cycles. Everything has cycles, and within those cycles are cycles of birth, growth, fruition, and decline. So let's apply that to an idea. We have an idea. We've just given birth to something that can then grow if we attend to that idea and grow it in a way that it will come into fruition. Remember, if we apply the law of mind, the more we think a thought, it grows in electromagnetism till our subconscious mind agrees, and then that thought comes into fruition. It's born. So now the idea being born, it declines in our focus because it exists. And then we then move on to birth another idea and so on and so forth, and the cycle just goes on. Well, we can use this law of periodicity consciously to grow an idea of how we want our life and the world to be until such time as that idea comes into fruition. And we move on in cycles of creation in this way: birth, growth, fruition, decline, birth, and so on. So now we use the law of growth to help us here. The law of growth says something must grow based on the like, kind, and quality of the seed planted. The seed in this case is an idea. We've got to be congruent in that idea with what it is that we want, and then have continual thoughts that are congruent with that idea. So we can't have another thought that negates out the first thought if we want to create a better world. We've got to flood ourselves with the vision of what we want and the thoughts of what we want, because what we focus on increases, and what we focus on collectively increases exponentially. So the more of us focusing on something, we're going to increase the magnetism of that and the possibility of it coming into creation. So we need to collectively focus on the positive outcomes we want in the world, and not the way that we personally judge according to our personal values as the best way for it to happen, but the outcome of happy people living in a sustainable world where everybody gets to eat, we accept each other's differences and love one another, like whatever that is, clean water, clean air, whatever that vision is, that's what we want to focus on, the outcome of the vision, not the means and how it's going to happen. We leave that up to the universal laws of nature to provide us with the way. What I'm teaching here doesn't work if we are in judgment, because when you're in judgment, you're going to create conflict at the collective consciousness level. People who don't agree with your way, for instance, will begin to argue with you. So the collective consciousness won't absorb, they won't accept your idea. So now what we do is enact another aspect of the law of mind and start getting visual with pictorial images. And we do that by creating a mind map of how we want our life to be and the world that we live in to be. We do this because our subconscious mind loves visual images and not linear thinking so much. It also helps get the creative juices flowing, and we're creating here. Today we're creating a better world, and we're going to start by putting together a mind map. And for those of you that don't know what a mind map is, it's basically mapping out all of your ideas in a pictorial representation, as you can see here on the PowerPoint presentation. So your subconscious mind is going to get to work much faster, helping you create that vision of what it is that you want when you show it pictures, either via creative visualization or physical images in the form of a mind map. So by starting with mind mapping, we're getting clear on what we want, both in our lives and how we want the world that we live in to be. So what we're doing in creating this mind map is we're initiating the law of mind, periodicity, and growth to grow the ideas we're writing down. We're also beginning to focus on what we want, and remember, what we focus on increases, and what we focus on collectively increases exponentially. So you can create your mind map on paper with colored pens or pencils, or you can use software. And there's lots of free software out there, and if you search for free mind map software or free mind map creators, the free one I use, you can go to themissionmentor.com/mind map. Now here's the trick though. While you're doing this exercise, you may just tap into your passion and personal mission in life. And in my latest free video training on finding your purpose and best path to prosperity, I've been talking a lot about finding your personal mission as the way to get clear on how to accurately monetize what you love to do. It's your personal mission that you monetize, not your purpose, because your personal mission is the doing aspect of your overall purpose. So quite often when I've led people through this mind mapping exercises you're about to do, they connect with their personal mission and even their passion and mojo comes up. So like, as an aside, if you want to get that free training, you just want to head on over to missionblueprintteleseminar.com. There's 3 training videos and a live workshop. So moving on, now we've created our mind map, which I'm going to invite you to do today. If you're able to do it right now, that's even better. Because we need the mind map to then go out and create a vision board to increase and grow the vision for our subconscious mind to really get the message about what it is that we want. And you can do this by adding pictures or cut out images from a magazine and putting them onto your mind map. Or you can make a separate vision board. If you've never done a vision board before, have a look at this picture here with Oprah Winfrey giving back in the middle. It's just a whole lot of pictures and words about what you want as an outcome on a big piece of paper or a board. So remember we are taking a little bit of time here to leverage our doing, right? Because people go, oh gosh, that's a lot of work. And in actual fact, when you look at the big picture of it, it's not. Because the more successful we are at focusing on the vision of what we want right here when we're creating the mind map and creating the vision board, the actual less doing we will have to do in the creation of that vision. There's so many people just tear off and they try stuff and they do this and they do that without getting the vision clear, and so it takes them longer. So by taking an hour or 2 hours to do something really fun in the evening or on the weekend, instead of watching TV, you can change the world and you can change your life by doing this vision board. So we're really talking about saving time here, even though you may think it's going to take time to do this. Think of how many years you'll save by leveraging the laws of mind, periodicity and growth here to work on your behalf, cutting out a whole lot of doing. So if any of you have watched the movie The Secret, John Assaraf told the story of how he created a vision board for his ideal life, and he placed a picture of his dream home on it. And later on, when he purchased this new house, his son found the vision board and the picture of the house was the exact house they were living in. Not a look-alike, but the exact same house. So what you're doing here is very powerful, especially if you do it consciously, applying these laws I'm teaching you here. So imagine if we collectively created vision boards and picture not only what would be great in our own lives, but what would be great in the world at large. One day we will live in that better world, because today of all days I think we're acutely aware that government isn't going to get us there. We are. So millions of people around the world use the law of attraction to manifest a great house, an ideal partner, or more money. Well, why not use that law and the other laws to create a better world? That's basically all I'm saying. So now we're going to take the concepts of what we want in life and also in the world, and we're going to move them because we need some moving images. We're taking this exercise another step further, so you can then make your images move, and your subconscious mind likes movies and moving images, and that's why movies, television and ads are so influential in our society, because our subconscious mind is getting pictorial images and then it's going out and creating those images in that life, right? It is very, very powerful. So you want your images to move to have the greatest impact. So to do this, every day when you look at your vision board to use the law of growth to grow your idea until it comes into fruition via the law of periodicity, a mouthful, you can do that either by dancing while you're looking at your vision board. I told you this was going to be fun. Or turn your vision board into a movie using movie software. Now, I'm not sure if there are any free vision board softwares out there. I know that, but the one I use is Mind Movies, created by my fellow co-author in Ready and Captivate, Natalie Ledwell, and her husband Glenn. And so if you want to head on over to the missionmentor.com/movie, you'll be directed to the software that I use, and you can have a look at that or do a Google search if that's not what you want. And I think with Nat's products, you get 6 free pre-made movies. So they will help you visualize the world you want, but that you can't create your own movie. So you won't be able to create the better world without actually having some kind of software to make the movie of it. And I think you can get that for $47 times 2, something like that. So it's not really that much. And the other thing you can do is put your vision board on a PowerPoint presentation and record it using Jing, which I believe is free. I watch my mind movies daily to bring into being that which I'm watching, and I put all my goals in a movie. And now I'm saying let's do it together to create the vision of a better world and bring that into being. So now what we need to do is apply the law of mind and the law of periodicity to move the world into that better place. And here's how we're going to do that. You watch your vision board while you dance or your movie every morning and every night. On your phone or computer, when you have some downtime, you could be waiting for a bus or waiting for your doctor, naturopath, or in a queue or something, you can look on your phone and you're constantly giving your subconscious mind this vision of what it is that you want. And that way what will happen is that your vision starts to become a reality a lot faster. But here's the key. As you watch your movie or vision board, imagine at the same time the entire world can see the same vision of a happy, better world and peace and respect and all that good stuff. So if you can do that in a relaxed manner, your subconscious mind will get the picture, and because it's connected to the collective consciousness, this is the very step in being able to influence collective consciousness thinking. Now, to have power, the vision needs to go viral and out to as many people as possible doing the same thing. So we create what's called the hundredth monkey. There'll be a certain number of people at the collective consciousness level. When they come into an agreement, we shift the world and bring it into the better place. That is, incidentally, how our world does shift and how it evolves, because a certain number of people, it's not the majority, but a certain number begin to make the changes in their consciousness, and then we begin to see those changes in the world. So here's what I'm going to invite you to do. I want you to share this video on YouTube. You can do that by clicking the like button and then share it on Facebook or Twitter there where it's got the share thing. And if you're actually on my eZine page, you can just click the social media buttons underneath or to the left there, sorry, so that it can get out there in a big way and we can have others join us on our mission to change the world. If you have a blog, you can blog about what you're doing, and if you want to, you can embed this video. You'd need to go over to YouTube and get the embed code. And then you can email your friends and all that good stuff. And then if they continue to do all of that, we begin to start getting some viral traction. Remember, we're looking for 100th monkey. We're looking for that critical mass of people that are focusing on this to have this vision come about. Then for you personally to watch your mind movie daily. Now remember, your mind movie has got all the things you want happening in your life, as well as the beautiful things that you want the world to have happen as well. And as you're watching it, you're pretending that the whole world is watching the movie with you, and this is like the metaphysical part of making the vision go viral. And then you want to share your vision with the world, and you can do that by taking a photo of your vision board on your phone and then uploading it to your blog, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is you use, preferably all platforms if you really want it to go viral. And then be sure to post a link to that vision board on my Facebook page at facebook.com/Nicola Grace page. Just stick it into a comment under the first entry on my timeline. And then if you have Mind Movie software, you can then convert your vision board into a movie. And again, and then upload it to YouTube, Vimeo, all of the different outlets there, and then paste the link to the YouTube video that you've made on my Facebook page at facebook.com/Nicola Grace page. And I want to check it out. I want to see your vision. And if you don't have a YouTube account, this might be a good time to go get one. It's free and really easy to set up, and there's lots of videos on how to use the YouTube channel on YouTube. And if you are able to make a video, then what you want to do is post a comment underneath my video on YouTube. I've got the link there below. And if you've got the video, you can actually link back to your video, and that helps it create viral, and it helps get people looking at your video. So if you post a comment in the comments box, actually let me give you a pictorial image. See in the comments box where it's got all comments, you can click in there, and somewhere that there should be a little link in the corner where you can actually add a video comment. Or and when you do that, you click that button, and then your YouTube account comes up with all your videos, and you click on your vision board mind map, and you want to put it in the comment there. What you want to call it is my vision to create a better world. So if everybody puts in the heading my vision to create a better world, then on YouTube, when people start putting in create a better world or vision or what have you, all of the videos will come up, and again we'll get this idea out there virally. So it's really quite exciting. And remember, you're also creating your vision for your life as well, so you might want to keep it G-rated with those pictures that you're using. So I've made a PDF of these steps and also posted them on my e-zine over at strategywithspirit.com. So there'll be a link there in the YouTube box too. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll be able to have the PDF if you want to go through the steps that way. And then finally, to help make this idea go even more viral and enlist all the difference makers in the world to help us create a better place to live in, post a link of your video or vision board on my Facebook page. So go to the facebook.com/Nicola Grace page, and under the first post on my timeline, just post your comment there. And by the way, if you don't have a YouTube video, you can always upload it to your Facebook page. And then you use that link and post that on my Facebook page so that we can have more people viewing it. So let me know what your vision for your life and for the world is. And when we put attention on this vision together, remember, we're amplifying that vision. So by me looking at your vision board and looking at your movie, we're starting to get greater focus, and what you focus on increases, and the more people who focus on that, it increases. And through the law of mind, the law of periodicity, and the law of growth, we're bringing it into materialization. It's only a matter of time, that's the law of periodicity, in making sure that you stay congruent to the vision before it becomes a reality. And so that's where we've got to keep growing it and watering the vision and watching it and getting it out there and spreading the word. So there's my Facebook page again, facebook.com/Nicola Grace page, to post your links there. So this is just one of the many ways we can leverage our time, energy and effort applying the undefeatable laws of nature to our strategies. We've got a strategy here to create a better life and a better world using the laws of mind, periodicity and growth that we discussed today, so we don't have to action so many things to make it happen. We're using the power of our mind to begin to make it happen for us, and we're leveraging the collective consciousness mind to bring it about faster. We're using our creative power as a spirit and human experience to create the better world we want instead of whinging about what we don't want. What we focus on increases, and what we focus on collectively increases exponentially. So let's focus on what we want and get out there and create a better world. So thanks for listening all the way to the end. I'm looking forward to seeing your videos and your vision board. Till the next Strategy with Spirit edition, I'll see you later. And if you don't want to miss out on the next month's edition, be sure to go over to strategywithspirit.com and register. See you soon. Bye.